What if I told you that the granddad was actually the grandson of the grandpa? That'd be pretty interesting, right? So today we're going to get into just that family dynamic with old granddad, the Basil Hayden folks, and how they're all interconnected. Maybe even some Jim Beam connections along the way. So grab yourself a glass, make a little pour, and let's catch up. Okay, so why does the proof matter to me so much? I really like to make cocktails. So when I have people over, I love to make the old-fashioned cocktail. It's just one of my favorites. It's a classic, and A, a lot of people like them, and B, if someone's not really into bourbon and they want to try it, it's a great introduction to our world of bourbon. So when I'm using a product like Sirop de Saison from Sirop Trading Co., I prefer to make my guests, my buddies, a bourbon forward old fashioned. And if I go ahead and use, even though they're the same mash bill, they have similar notes and they nose the same or very close. If I go with an 80 proof bourbon, it's really not going to be able to hold its own when I start to put, orange zest and I garnish with a cherry and I put a little bit of simple syrup. But if I use 114 proof, again, the same high rye mash bill, that rye is going to give me a nice cinnamon spice in the drink, subtle, but definitely there. So this is going to produce a very bourbon forward old fashioned cocktail. And my guests will be able to enjoy it. They'll be able to taste the bourbon. And at the same time, it won't be like just putting a 100+ proof whiskey spirit in a glass and asking them to drink it. So we can get into that later in the night, right? Whoever's feeling real frisky, we can get out the 130 proof Thomas Handy. We can maybe grab that new Pursuit United at 108 proof, something like that. We can have some fun, but right when the guests show up, right when your buddies sit down, we be polite, right? Let's give them something that's really palatable, really tasty, and make our bourbon selections with a little bit of intelligence, some thought. So it's that simple, guys. Two very good bourbons, both serve a slightly different purpose. Very good price points. This Basil Hayden's 750 mil of it should run you 30-35 bucks. Old Granddad 114 should run you 25 to 30 bucks. And man, get them, put them in your bar, and you'll be the star of the show. So thank you guys for tuning in. Do the subscribe thing below, and cheers.